2 1/3 minus 1 2/3. Gosh, wouldn't it be great if you could just go ahead and do 2 minus 1 and then 1/3 minus 2/3, but you can't. Why? You can't do 1/3 minus 2/3. So let's just go ahead and put these into improper fractions and subtract them that way. When I say improper fraction, I'm saying, all right, I've got 2 whole cakes and 1/3, but how many thirds is that? And if you look down at the orange, this is 2 1/3. And we've got 2 full cakes and then 1/3. But my question is, how many pieces is that? And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is really 7 thirds. Now there's a faster way to do that instead of having to draw a model every time to find out how many pieces it is. You have 2 full cakes with 3 pieces in each one. Hear that keyword, each? So you're going to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6. And that's how you get, you've got 2 groups of 3 basically is what I'm saying. If I say 1 whole, and the denominator is 3, I'm saying I have 2 groups of 3. And then you've got 1 more. So you multiply, and then you add in the numerator. 2 times 3 plus 1, which is 7. So you've got 7 thirds there. Let's do the second one. So the second one is 1 2/3. So you have 1 full cake and then 2 thirds. So 1 full cake is how many thirds? Or 1 whole equals how many thirds? 3 thirds. Or it would look like this. That's 1 whole. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then we have 2 thirds also. So 1 times 3 plus 2. 1 times 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. So this second mixed number is actually 5 thirds. Now you can go ahead and subtract those. Remember that denominator is going to stay the same. So what is 7 thirds minus 5 thirds? And that's going to be your answer. And you can just go ahead and put it into the box. And then we'll do the model. So 2 thirds. Nothing here. You could put a 0 or you could leave it blank. Okay, now let's do it with the model. Models are very helpful. If you're ever feeling stuck or this just seems really hard to you, draw yourself a picture. It will help a ton. So we started out with 7 thirds. Here it is, or in other words, 2 1/3. 1, 2, 1/3. We're going to subtract 1 2/3. So first, just subtract 1. Just take 1 cake out of there. And the way that you do that is you select it, by clicking outside of it, hold down with your thumb and use your index finger to drag across, let go, and dye it white. So we're subtracting 1 whole, and now subtract 2 thirds. And you need to take away from this one first because we're trying to empty these out. 1, 2, and that's how you know that you ended up with 2 thirds as your answer.